G'day folks, how you going? It's Brad here from the Headshot Guys. Today I was going to give you a quick walk around my studio, but my little microphone, my walk around microphone is not working at the moment. So I'm on my trusty stable microphone, I guess for use of a better word, I guess you'd call it. So I'll be able to show you from a seated position, otherwise you won't be able to hear me. So this is my main studio area here. Obviously I tend to generally have a white backdrop down. It gives me a lot of flexibility. By positioning my lights and positioning my client, I can go from bright white to grey to black just by moving my client forward or closer to the backdrop. And also there's a light there and there's one right here that primarily lights the background. Now when I go grey or go dark, what I'll do is I can turn those around and I can put soft boxes on those, and they can then become hair lights or background lights or shoulder lights or whatever I like. So I do have a stool here. The stool really is about me because I'm a short ass, and I can bring my client's height, particularly if they're much taller than me, down to a level that I can photograph them at, where I don't have to stand on, a step ladder or do anything silly like that. So I can bring their height level down so that I can still shoot at about that. I generally like to shoot around the chin or eye height, somewhere in there, depending on the person and depending on their eyes and how low I have to have my light. So if we go up, you can see my light here, which is in a beauty position. It's a beauty dish. I tend to shoot in a clamshell type setup. You can see my silver reflector is here. And that's the clamshell part of it. So the light from here, reflector from here, client's head's in there. They get a good whack of light from both the light source and the reflector there. And I'm usually back here somewhere. Usually a few feet. The orange, that's my tether cord that I spoke to you guys about the other day. Probably the most important piece of equipment in the studio is my tether cord, which allows me to connect to my computer. So not only do I, but my clients also get instant feedback on the look and the feel of their headshot. So they can, as they go along, say, yeah, hey, I really like that, or I don't like that, or I like my expression, or I don't, or et cetera, et cetera. So just the most invaluable tool I think I've got in here. Obviously along the back wall there is my other soft boxes and umbrellas that I use depending on the situation and the light that I require. It's not a huge range, I don't think. A couple of different ones I got with various lights that I've bought over the years. So some of them are quite old. Because if you look after stuff, it lasts longer and, it works. I recently, probably 2 years ago, I went cordless in the studio. So all of my lights now are on battery, rechargeable batteries, obviously. So that works pretty well. So there's no cords laying around on the floor. That's about it, really. I have got a change room over the back here for my clients. They've got a hanger in there and they've got a table in there and also a stool. So if they need to sit, they go in there, they get changed. Again, I do a lot of headshots, so it's often just changing their tops. That's it. I have a few photos on the walls. There's my trusty bike. I'm happy to be back out on that bike again now. But that's about it. Obviously, I'm in a garage. It's a 2-car garage that is primarily for my studio and my work. So if I spin around this way, you see my computer, the light setup, this is my desk, etc., etc. So that's pretty much it. That's not quite a walkthrough, but a show through, I guess, for use of a better word. Okay, that's all you get today. I'm Brad from the Headshot Guys. Any questions about how you might do this yourself? Obviously, I'm in a two-car garage. I did initially work some 13, 14 years ago. I started the headshot business in a one-car garage. So it can be done. You don't have to have a huge space, particularly when you're doing headshots or even longer body shots. You can still do those in a garage type shape. So that's it. That's all you get. Any questions? Let me know. All right. I'm Brad from the Headshot Guys. See you later.